Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball here. I'm giving you guys some news on Channel Harris-Tavita and giving you guys my thoughts on him, really, and where he fits. It could get a bit spicy, but in saying that, hit that intro. Alright guys, here we go. Channel Harris-Tavita, Warriors homegrown talent, if you will. What can I sort of say about Channel Harris-Tavita? He's played with us since, his professional debut. He, was somebody I think that a lot of fans liked or didn't like, to be fair with you. And obviously, we sort of knew what happened last season. He debuted for us in 2019 till 2022. Played 54 games, scored 7 tries. Right in between that, in 2022, the ending of it, he announced that he wanted to, I think, leave the game indefinitely, and so we gave him that leeway, and we allowed him to do so. And then, all of a sudden he announced that he was coming back. Look, first and foremost, I just need to clear the air here. I appreciate Channel Harris-Tavita, as a player. I will admittedly say though, I'm probably not the biggest fan, outright. However, in saying that though, I can see why he was brought back into the club somewhat. Look, this is probably not in the meat of my topic, the meat of it. The reality is, it's where do we sort of fit him? He plays 5'8", he plays halfback, he can play fullback, he can place lock, right? I think a bit of centre, so he could play here, there, and everywhere. Is he the upgrade of Cernan? That's my question. Is he the upgrade? Again, looking into the squad as well for next season, where do you sort of put him? Realistically, if you I don't see him being a starter. You're right. He's not going to take over at 5'8". He's not going to take over Luke Metcalf's spot, right? Note, I said Luke Metcalf. There's going to be a bit of a yarn about that too for you guys. I'm sure you guys will love that. Give you guys my reasons why. Heading into next year, this is more so for next year, and I want to give you guys my starting spot and why for every single player. I'll live here next year. I don't see him. Where do you if you put on the bench, do the Warriors then go small ball? That's just a term they're stolen from basketball there. In other words, small players. If you were to hypothetically put them in the bench next year, then who? You'd have Dylan Walker, Jazz Tavanga, right? Who would you have there? Maybe, oh goodness, I can't even put down Josh Curran's name there. Maybe Sifakura, Maiu, and then you have Channel Harris-Tavita. That's still not a very big, strong forward, bench. It isn't. In terms of moving bodies around, it isn't. So, whose spot does he take? That's not going to be long at all, really. It really is a genuine question. Where do we fit him? You're not going to put him in the centers, right? Obviously. You're not going to put him fullback. You're not going to put him in the 5'8". You're not going to put him halfback there, particularly Sean Johnson. And then you'll think the year after Volkman, if all goes well, is going to take that spot, right? Sean Johnson's spot, right? So where? I don't see how he starts anywhere. And I'm just going to say it, I refuse to believe he starts. So if you're going to put him on the bench, I can accept that. But again, how would that work then? What dynamic does that sort of look like for the Warriors squad heading into next season? But I personally wouldn't have him in the team. I don't know. That's just me. I know a lot of you guys may be, maybe pointing fingers at me and thinking that that's just a bit rude and tough. But that's the way I see it. I wouldn't have a spot in the team for him. I don't see where he belongs. I don't get it. Ideally, heading into next season, we'll deal with it when it comes. But I'm assuming you'll go. Here we go. You're right. this is fantasy, just quickly. Edison or Blake, right? And then prop number 2, whoever that could be. I'll leave that open. And that includes someone we could be potentially buying in the off-season, right? I'll just leave that there for you guys to speculate on. And I'm not saying I've got any sources on that, by the way. That's just me saying we could possibly buy a prop in the off-season, right? And then obviously the second rows, you'll be looking at potentially Marata Niukore and probably Mitch Barnett, potentially. Locktoy Harris. So then in the bench already, you've got Dylan Walker, Jazz Tavanga, Jackson Ford. And then who's going to be that anchor there? You know, you've got the likes of, and I'm going to say it, you've got the likes of Maiu'u, Sifakula, potentially Kalani Going, Tom Ale, Bunty R4, right, depending. Where do you sort of put them? And I haven't even named the squads too, that, you know, because obviously, like I said, there could be another player or two. So I just don't see it. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. Yeah, that's it. Give me your thoughts. Am I right? Am I wrong? You know, anyway, hold the ball.